CC, Cycle 2, Week 20, New Memory Work. Timeline and Math. Timeline. Australia becomes a Commonwealth. We're going to hop like kangaroos for Australia, so we'll all be standing up and we'll just be hopping for Australia, and then becomes a Commonwealth. We'll do that. Mexican Revolution, we'll do the ASLM, which is our thumb behind the 3 fingers for Mexican, and then we'll put up both fists for revolution. That's what we've been doing lately for revolution, ready for a fight. So Mexican Revolution, World War, so we'll do our ASLWs. World War I. And President, so we'll just put our hand on our heart like we're saying the Pledge of Allegiance. President Wilson. And we'll come back out with the W. Lots of W's in this. That actually helps me remember that the First World War, our president was Wilson. Lenin and the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. The L for Lenin. B for Bolshevik, ASLB. Revolution, same thing, in Russia. So this is the sign for Russia. Just your hands at your waist or hips. U.S. Evangelist, so again, U.S. Evangelist. So evangelist, to just the word coming out and spreading. So evangelist, and then you can just stop right there, U.S. Evangelist, Billy Graham. If you have older kids or you want more, then you just do the B, the ASLB, and the G. And it looks like this. Modern period of the arts, or hand on our hip like we've got some attitude, or cross our arms. So modern period of the arts. So one hand facing out, the other facing in, and then move them around like this. This is the sign for chaos. Individualism and chaos were the main themes of the modern period of the arts. Period of the arts, the Great Depression. The ASL sign for sad is you just bring your hand over your face, and then as it comes down, you have a very sad expression. And the Great Depression and the New Deal. So then we just come up, yeah, smile on our face, thumbs up. All right, this is what it looks like.
Australia becomes a Commonwealth. Mexican Revolution, World War I and President Wilson. Lenin and the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. U.S. Evangelist, Billy Graham. Modern period of the arts, the Great Depression, and the New Deal.
Okay, and then of course we would bring out the dice, unroll it, and do what it says. It says sitting and plug your nose.
Right.
And that is timeline. Then we have math. This ends our geometry song. Last week, all the kids stood in a circle and somebody would jump out in the middle and sing the area, because the area is all about the space inside of a circle. This week, it's the circumference. So all the kids are going to be in a circle holding hands, but nobody's going into the middle. And the kids on the outside are going to be singing it. They're also going to be walking. So they're going to be holding hands and walking in their circle. And then at the end, they're going to all sit down. And it sounds like this. The circumference of a circle equals 2 times pi times the radius. And pi is 3.14 and more. And then everyone sits down. So they're all holding hands. They're walking in a circle. And we're all going to be singing, the circumference of a circle equals 2 times pi times the radius, and pi is 3.14 and more. In math, because the circumference of a circle is the last one sung in the geometry song, and it's the second circle, that's how we're going to remember that it has the number 2 in it. So the area of the circle is different. That's our first circle. Then the circumference of a circle is 2 times pi times radius, because it's our second circle. That helps keep it straight. English. And a positive. And a positive is a noun or pronoun directly beside another noun that explains or identifies it. That explains or identifies it. And a positive is a noun or pronoun directly beside another noun that explains or identifies it. Explains or identifies it. One more time.
And a positive is a noun or pronoun directly beside another noun that explains or identifies it.
History. Tell me about the Vietnam War. This one is going to be acted out with motions. The song starts during the Vietnam War in 1965. During the Vietnam War in 1965. President Johnson sent U.S. troops to stop communist North Vietnam from capturing all of South Vietnam during the Vietnam War in 1965. Communist North Vietnam for capturing, we're going to look down and grab, capturing all of South Vietnam.
Tell me about the Vietnam War. During the Vietnam War in 1965, during the Vietnam War in 1965, President Johnson sent U.S. troops to stop communist North Vietnam from capturing all of South Vietnam during the Vietnam War.
What do you do when you get something perfect? E! E ist die it. Emis ist es errant. First conjugation, perfect tense. E ist die it. Emis ist es errant. First conjugation, perfect tense. What is the second law of thermodynamics? This one we're going to kind of act out too, and chant. So, and everybody is going to start by sitting down, then stand up, and then sit down. I can't stand up or I'll be out of frame, so I'll just do that instead. What is the second law of thermodynamics? Heat will always flow from an area of higher temperature. This is where we're going to stand up and get our voices high-pitched. Higher temperature to an area of, now we're going to sit back down again, lower temperature. And our voices are going to go low again. It's going to look something like this. Heat will always flow from an area of higher temperature to an area of lower temperature. Again, heat will always flow from an area of higher temperature to an area of lower temperature. Okay, one more time, just chanting it. Heat will always flow from an area of higher temperature to an area of lower temperature. Okay, that's science. Geography, South Central Asia. This one I'm going to sing I got from CC Happy Mom, and then I will show it on the map, like usual. South Central Asia, Laos and Thailand fit together closely, just as God planned. Just below Cambodia, all round and fat. North and South Vietnam curve like a cat. Okay, and that's from Lady and the Tramp with the cat. And this is what it looks like on the map. South Central Asia. Zoom in. Okay. Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. North and South. South Central Asia, Laos and Thailand fit together closely, just as God planned. Just below Cambodia, all round and fat. North and South Vietnam curve like a cat. And that's week 20. Hope that helps. Chipper!
Hand on our hip like we've got some attitude.